It's great to see you again. All right, so you score 3 goals in the opening match. I know it's early days, but you are currently leading the Golden Boot race in MLS, and at this rate, you're on pace to score around 100 goals for this season. Do you think those are realistic expectations? Can you keep up this level?
Listen, as I said, it was a good start, and as a striker, it's important to score early in the season to build your confidence. And as I say, as a leader, it's important for myself to score goals and to give that boost to the players. So I'm not thinking about the Golden Boot right now. It's just the first game. I'm taking game by game. So now it's Portland, and it's going to be a tough game. So my focus is on that game. I
know. It's only one game. We're just having fun with you.
I want to test your knowledge, Christian.
Yes.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hat tricks for you in your career. Do you know who they were against?
Yes.
Let's see.
Very, very immediate answer.
Say it again.
Sunderland, QPR, New York Red Bulls, and New England.
And New England, yeah, he got it right. And one with Belgium.
Yes, with Belgium.
Do you remember who was? That's pretty good.
How are you ask him that question?
Hey, but he got it. That's impressive, Christian.
A striker will know every time they score a hat trick. They're not going to forget. They get to keep the ball as well. Like that stays in body forever.
Christian, I want to talk about. Obviously, you guys played very well. This new manager, how has Troy Lesesne, sort of changed the way you play in any way, shape, or form, or what is it that you think that he's done for this team?
He's been here now for just over a month and a half, and established his good base about being united, about being a team. And you guys, you can see it on the pitch. We press together. We really work hard together, and we are more front foot now, more aggressive. And it's an exciting moment because it's a new season. New season goes with new hope and new ambition.
Christian, by the way, Smudge from Aston Villa says hello, by the way. If you remember Smudge, there you go. All right, so Christian, you said the word leader. I'm homing in on that word leader. Are you looking at yourself now as a leader in this dressing room? And what does that mean to you to be a leader in this dressing room?
From the first day when I stepped into this building and to this club, I knew that I was going to be a leader because of my experience, because of where I'm coming from and what I achieved through my career. So now it's even more because it's a new season, and until Steve is coming back, I have the armband, so I have to lead the way. I can't hide myself, and I know by doing that I will help the boys as well.
How are you embracing that leadership role, though? Are you? How would you describe yourself in a leadership format as being a captain now? Are you someone that tries to keep the team together? You already told us that the manager wants to play as a team, pressing together. So do you feel that that's an extra responsibility to just be a leader that unites that dressing room?
No, exactly, because I feel like the way that I am naturally, I'm someone who's unselfish, and I think about the team. So it goes well because I know that people will look up to me on daily basis in practice, in training, outside what I'm doing. So this is the way that I can lead, by being an example, by not cheating, by respecting from the youngest to the oldest. So this is the way that I'm gonna lead, and on the pitch trying to challenge myself and try to fight for every challenges, and obviously to score goals and win football matches.
Now I want to know, if you're late for a meeting or if you're late to be on the bus, who's going to tell Big Benteke that they've got to pay their fine? Who's going to tell you that?
I'm not sure, but I'm not someone who's late anyway. Oh. But I think this is something that Troy tried to establish, that from me until as I said, the youngest players, we should be able to be honest to each other, because that's the only way that we're gonna progress. We're gonna improve the team. It's not because of Christian or Matti. So we should be treated equally, and obviously we have all kind of responsibility on the pitch.
Now, Christian, there's a lot of talk that goes on about some of the older players in the league, especially some of the folks that have come over from Europe. But you've been here a while, and you've gotten to see a lot of young players. There's a lot of young players in MLS as well. What do you think, coming from your time in Belgium, playing in England, what do you think your thoughts are of just the quality or the level of the American player, especially at a young age?
I think I was surprised because obviously I was watching from Europe, so you usually watch highlights. You don't really watch a 90-minute games, but since I'm here, I'm kind of surprised. Like when you see players like Koo, like Fletcher, like Jackson, like Matai, those are American players, and they have a bright future. So it's more about now to be focused and to really try to do their best, because obviously you got a lot of distraction with social media. But I think American players are really talented, and you can see with the national team, because now they leave early, they go in Europe, and I think it's good for the country.
Christian, another question I've got for you. Obviously, you've had a great career. What has been the most toughest part of your career so far, you feel, and how have you got through that?
It's been 2014 when I missed the World Cup through my Achilles. At that time, I was probably at the best of my career in terms of the way that I was playing. I was the #1 in Belgium, so I was going to go in Brazil as well for the World Cup as a first #9. And when you pick up this injury, like you feel like, yeah, it's the end of the world, and you start to question yourself. Am I going to be again that player? Am I going to be again be able to play on that high level? So those questions that, yeah, can put doubt in your mind. But obviously football, for me, it's 70% is in your head, because we can all play football, but the player that always make it is the one who never gives up, and the resilient players.
Christian, you can't say we can all play football because you're giving Alexis Air false hope.
Jeez.
I thought you said foosball.
Christian, I want to ask about just all the new faces in and around the club at this point. Obviously, you talked about the new manager, but there's a bunch of new guys in the starting 11. Can you kind of talk about establishing the cohesion between the new guys that you're playing with, and what's the most important thing when you guys are trying to find a rhythm and a style of play?
I think we do with Troy, we do a lot of things, not only on the pitch, but we do a lot of meetings about getting to know each other. And I remember when we were in Saudi, we got to know each other by presenting one member of our families. And this is something deep, because obviously you get to know the background of each player. And because you have deeper story, then you feel like sorry, or you feel like some type of way for your teammate. And then you realize with what you want to bring on the pitch, you want to work hard for him, you want to go and go into the war with him. So this is something that makes us like more united.
Christian, want to ask you something outside MLS. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp announced he's leaving Liverpool. You played under him. What were your thoughts from the announcement that kind of caught everybody a little bit off guard?
I was surprised. Like, I was not surprised, because you can imagine he's been on a high level for so many years, and people don't realize the stress you can have. It doesn't matter how big you are as a manager, but it's a lot of stress on a daily basis, and I think he's a human being, and I think for me it was more like, guys, I gave a lot, let me breathe now, let me just have a break, and then I will probably come back again. But I'm sure that it will come back, because you can see the same with Zidane. He took a break, so even with Pep, I think so. This is part of the game.
Christian, you seem like a pretty even-keeled guy. You seem like a pretty, soft-spoken, but, authoritative. You think you'll be a coach? Having seen all these coaches, kind of the stress that they're under, would you want to be a coach in the future?
Listen, right now, I'm not thinking about being a coach, but at the same time, because I've been in the world for so many years, that's the only thing I know. So it will make sense in some ways for me to be working in the football industry.
He's scoring hat tricks still, Alexis.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
ain't
said in the
thinking about
future.
coaching.
I said in the future.
Christian, so I got the DC fans. They need to sing a new song for you, and it's called "Feed the Ben and He Will Score." And on my final note, I'm going to ask you this: Chick-fil-A or Nando's? Pick one.
Chick-fil-A.
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 Wow, there you go. There you go.
Did not hesitate. Wow. Christian, always a pleasure catching up with you. Congrats on a fantastic start to this season, and safe travels to Portland this weekend. Good luck.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.